hello everybody, welcome to the stream. I tried to make this stream notification is that this is gonna be shapely as fuck, and the Twitch notification was like, that might violate our rules. Which was, the phrasing was weird too, because they were playing all coy as though they couldn't hard block me from sending a message that had a curse in it. They were like, oh, I don't know, are you sure you want to post it? It's okay, because we're not going to let you either way. So that was weird. But also they wouldn't accept apostrophe CK or F-CK or anything. So I was like, all right, I'll back it down to heck. Is that what you want, Twitch? It was weird. I don't know. I don't see why I should not be allowed to curse on my own GD stream. Anyway, thank you everybody for re-upping your subscriptions. Thank you, Clairedactyl. Also, genuinely cannot believe it's been like over a year. I can't believe it's December again. Thank you, Vapor Eyes and Knife Snail, for re-upping your subscription. Before we get into this, I have to send you this picture. I'm going to drop a link in chat. I should highlight it. I have infinite channel points. Oh my God, where's the highlight option? Never mind. I'll just drop the link in. You should all highly, highly check out this image. It's by Charles Fergay, who is the person whose photography I've been looking at to inspire me for some cool folk creatures. And this link is honestly just like incredible. This one picture in particular is really, really sending me. Every time I look at it, I mean, I love the little boots sticking out. I love the weird wicker tail. The chain? Where is that chain going? And what is it doing? And why is it there? And why is it wrapped around this creature's waist? And just the height, the sheer height of the wheat. It's so good. It's just incredible. So shapely. Yes, yeah. This is a Fergay. I'm making an assumption on how his name is pronounced based on where the accents are. He is French. Really just so in love with all of the pictures. There are more pictures you can see on that link I dropped. I'm probably just going to drop that link in occasionally to give myself a little pep up. It's so good. It's so good and so unwieldy. A Victorian element idea of what a giraffe is. Yeah, yes, that's exactly it. It's wild. Umbe, thank you for re-upping your subscription as well. Just incredible. Anyway, it's gotta be so itchy. Yeah, I am curious what the layers on that are. It's just fascinating. It's just so weird. It's like a wicker dinosaur. Your friend Tusk, thank you for re-upping your subscription. Incredible. Anyway, I definitely highly recommend Googling this photographer and looking at more of their pictures. Yeah, the weird local costumes, exactly. They're so good, and his pictures capture such an energy. They're just all really incredible. Anyway, that's what I'm hoping to capture. Clusterfucks, thank you for re-upping your subscription. Gosh, I guess it's that time of the month, so to speak. Hold on, let me click on this link. Oh yeah, Nicholas JT, I saw those. There's so many. There's so many. I really wish there was a great Mundown was inspired by those costumes. Of course it was. A beautiful wicker men. Hello, thank you, Austin Lionheart, for re-upping your subscription. Yeah, chat, we are popping. Everybody got that good holiday energy. Just a relief. It's a relief and a delight. Where the wild things are. Yeah, I can kind of see that. Yeah. Yeah, it does kind of have big where the wild things are energy. Just big, cool, weird creatures. He's covered in burrs and has been around since at least medieval times. That's incredible. It's incredible for a lot of reasons. It's pretty great, but also it looks miserable. It looks so bad. Like imagine bumping into Burryman. Like that just seems like that's gotta suck. HTML Day, thank you for re-upping your subscription as well. 6 months in advance even. That's incredible. Thank you. Anyway, this is the energy. This is the energy I wanted to bring into this holiday folk blend. I don't know what this is going to be exactly. In fact, I think maybe a good place to start would be, because a thing that all of these things have in common is that they are built upon a humanoid form. So I feel like that's a good initial like delimiter. What? That's a good boundary to place on this creation. So let me remember how to add a skeleton. Let me take a drink. Is it just armature? No. Oh wait, I know where it's at. Probably here, right? This is where I just was. This is just the menu I was at in just a different area. I thought for sure. Let me remember how to make a skeleton. Rig. That's what the word I was trying to think of is. Where are the skeletons at? I've done this so many times on stream. This is what happens in Blender, is that you don't do a thing for like a really long time, and then you forget how to do the thing. I don't need smoke. Well, maybe we'll just eyeball it. That always goes super well for me in Blender. When I'm just sort of trying to eyeball it, that always goes great. Where are the fucking rigs? This is so annoying. This is such the wrong energy for how I wanted to start this. I'm going to take one more drink and then I'm going to find it. Guys, I got so many exotic citrus today. The apartment smells wonderful because I was just scratching along their peels to get the smell of them. Can't wait to do something with them. The Lady Flame, thank you for subscribing with Prime. Welcome. I think you're in. Is it Banana Club? Is Banana Club the first start? I'm excited. I've got like a whole list of beautiful, beautiful citrus-based recipes I want to get. I also got I also got a whole chicken. So I think I'm gonna do. I got some yuzu. I think I'm gonna do a yuzu. Like a lemon chicken roast basically, but with yuzu instead of lemon. I don't know how that's gonna go. The floral energy might be very weird, but I think it's gonna be nice. All right, I can't figure out how to get the armatures in here. I'm just gonna keep an eye out as we're blending. I love citrus, and I love winter citrus, and I love that it's winter and I get a bunch of beautiful citrus. Oh, Summon Shakes, thank you. The name reveal for the dragon. I'll tell you the truth. I started with Jolene and worked backwards for all of that. It was a very fun campaign to write. If only because it was just me listening to a lot of classic rock. Ooh, we got level 2 emotes. Hold on. Yeah, clusterfunks. I love it. Oh my god, is that... What kind of creature is that? Is that an otter? Does it have a shell on its stomach? I'm going to put my face so close to my computer screen. Hold on. Yeah, I think that's a little otter. Gosh, that's cute. Gosh, that's really cute. We've got a whole bunch of otter emotes. How wild. All right. Let's do something. So the images that I really like from this photographer, a lot of them are just, the thing is that they're just shapely. They've just got like really long necks and kind of amorphous bodies. The ones that I posted on the tweet are really the ones that I'm just like, yeah, this is incredible. Gotcha, Cinnamon. I snuck a lot of references to songs in there, and I hope the audience is having fun with those. Lebu, thank you for re-upping your subscription. Enjoy the otter emotes. Yeah, big masks, long necks. The long necks are hobby horses. Okay, that's good to know. Gosh, I really do wish I just had... I do wish I had a human rig. Why can't I remember where the rigs are? I mean, I know, yeah, that's a good rig starting place, but where are the full-ass skellies? I know there are skeletons hidden in this software. Oh, I wonder if they moved where they were at in the update, because I haven't used rigs since I updated the software. So it's possible that this isn't my fault, but the computer's fault. But it's probably my fault. I've been so dumb this week. I've just been stupid all week, and I really don't know how to clarify that above and beyond that. It's just are you ever just dumb? Sometimes I'm just dumb. That's what I have to say. Sometimes I'm just dumb. Right? Why would it hide its bones from me? I want your bones. Where are your bones? Blender, where are your bones? Well, I've got great news, is that actually was a helpful Google. That as far as things I've Googled, that was actually more helpful than what I was actually Googling earlier. But it still's not giving me a full... Can I Google quick skeleton? Will quick skeleton get me there? That got me closer. Noob to pro / bones. No, I don't think I'm going to click that thing. Why is this so difficult? Why would they hide this from me? All right. No, I'm once again giving up. We're going to move forward. We're just going to push through. Okay. So I guess if we're going to make this person-shaped, we should make it person-shaped first. That's my best guess. Hey, Couch Punk. You know what? And I've been having a great come from me. Oh, good luck on your recovery. I hope your recovery goes well, and I'm glad you're enjoying it. I'm working on a video right now for Polygon, as I often am on account of that's my job. But it touches on Inscription just a little bit, and so I was thinking about it today and thinking about how good it is. I saw somebody made a mod that allows you to just play the intro card game bit endlessly, and I was thinking really hard about whether I wanted to download that maybe for the Christmas holiday as a treat to myself. This is gonna be friend shaped. It might also be shaped like other things, but primarily friend shape. I mean, it is genuinely, I just want to play the card game bit of that card game over and over and over again. Well, thank you, Peter Shoes. The one I'm working on right now is... it's so much. Every once in a while, as a treat to myself, I make videos that are basically just thesis papers. They're basically just a whole ass. They are. I mean, there's not much. I don't know what to say about it more than that. Sometimes I just make videos. Like the Animal Crossing video was just this is going to take a long time to write and research, but it has to be that way to be a good video. And that's what I'm working on right now. It's one of those videos. So it's it's going to take a while to come out, and Tara's not going to be super pleased, but this is my Christmas present for myself. I mean, the Animalese one is so good. That's one of those times where it's just hole, what are you doing? I'm sorry, there's a hole here. And I don't know why, and I don't like it. Okay, it's gone now. Cinnamon shakes. I mean, depending on what your Depending on what your topic is, you might be able to consider. Anyway, I'm excited to be done writing the video I'm working on so that I can move on to other stuff. But for the time being, I'm just in a weird hole with it. A weird hole, like that one that was on here. Could be a nose monster. I don't know why my instinct, I'm just gonna let my instinct roll on this one. We already have not been symmetrical. Fuck it. It's just not gonna be symmetrical. I want to find a pleasing a shape that hypothetically a human could be inside of. That's my goal. And then the rest of it we can just build on top. I also think here's my instinct. It should have tiny little arms. I think it should have just wee little arms. The kind that would be really inconvenient if there is a person inside them trying to operate it. Almost vestigial arms. Yeah, that's the energy. Yeah, sure, love. Yeah, a modern art sculpture that could not and would not explain itself. And you look at it and you think, wow, that's really cool, but like, what is it? And you go to look at the plaque that has the title and it's just Untitled, and you're like, well, okay, I guess I have as much information about this thing as I'm gonna get. Yeah, weird proportions are important. One of the pictures I posted on Twitter, the bull guy, where it's just like the head comes really far down on whoever is like wearing the costume's torso, and it's so good. Oh, Mr. Kalu. Oh, I'm glad you like it. Well, I guess I should say, I don't know if you like it. You say, what a game. And that could apply even if you didn't like it. But I hope you like it. All right. One thing I do want to do is make sure we carve out a little face hole. A little face hole for this creature. For its face to be in. Just a little face hole. Playing the roguelike expansion today. Oh, wait, is that the roguelike expansion? Oh, I see what you're saying. Yes. So good. The village next to my village has a day where people dress as full creatures. Yes, Nicholas. I learned of this by showing up one day and finding the whole village marching through the streets with giant heads on, carrying effigies. You are just describing the Wicker Man. And I know it. That's incredible. Oh, Casey's mod. Okay, that's the mod I was talking about. Yeah. Okay, it's really good. Okay, I think I'm going to have to download it. It's just like, I feel like there was just like a burst of Switch games. I hate that those two words are so close in my brain. Casey's mod is going on. Green Pikachu, yes. All right, I'm going to carve a face hole and then we'll kind of figure out where the rest of this thing is from there. It's good and a work in progress. Okay, interesting. I'll put a creepy little face in here later. Just Worm, thank you for re-upping your subscription. Haven't been able to catch a stream recently because I've been finishing up my first semester of college. And I'm so glad I could watch today. Delighted to see what kind of creature you spawned today. Congrats on finishing your first semester of college. Genuinely, I know I've said this before, but anybody who is in school right now, you are champions. You are double-decker geniuses. I can't believe that you guys are doing that. I'm so impressed and amazed. I feel like any degree you guys get is going to prove that you are automatically 2 times tougher. Because I got my degree just in normal times, and it was fine. I mean, it was maybe differently bad, but it was nowhere near as difficult as this is, I'm sure. So congratulations on fitting your first game. All right, that's a face hole, if ever I've seen one. Oh, and you graduated from baking and pastry school yesterday. Congratulations, the Lady Flame. That's extremely cool. Do you have to do like what kind of final or like do you have to do like a final project, or is it like paper based? I'm very curious what the final for that would be. I'm putting this as a symbolic head. And it's gonna be the basis from which we understand the rest of the proportions for this thing that we're doing here. Okay. In which case, this is way too squat. Gotta make this longer. Just finished your finals. Still have a session left, though. Phew. Yeah, I guess everybody, it's that time of year. I'm making a friend wearing a giant costume. Yeah, that's kind of the energy. The inner friend will be implied, as it so often is on this show. The outer friend is what we're really focusing on. Two and a half days of baking? That's intense. That's pretty incredible. I have to make up a weird European village to set this in. Here's what I'm going to do is I'm going to find stills from Midsummer, and I'm going to put this in them, and that'll be the location for it. How have your streams been going, by the way? You're out of your daily November stream schedule, right? Okay, that looks better. That looks more accurate. All European villages are weird. Cinnamon shakes. Do it. Dr. Cinnamon Shakes. I always feel weird about people who get angry at people who want to be referred to as doctors when they do have their doctorate, because I know that's a thing, but like it's hard. Literally any doctorate is hard to do, and I think it's probably okay if people want to be called doctor. Sadly, my attempts to be called Master Jenna or Master Stoeber have not really taken off, but I don't really feel like I have the power to enforce that one. Not yet, anyway. Here's my thoughts about this creature. Tail, it should have one. Arms, it should have them and they should be tiny. Neck, it should be long and weird. Those are my 3 thoughts about this thing. I kind of like the idea of like an almost lizard-like triangle tail. More than anything, I want this thing to be shapely. And so that's why I described a bunch of shapes just then. A thick tail, yes. How many tails, though, and what kind? That's a good question. I think the kind that has to be dragged. Wow, I added a weird gointer to this one. I think it's got to be the kind of tail that you drag behind you as you move about the streets. Gonna get dinosaur adjacent. If that's what happens, then that's what happens. Here's what I'm imagining is that we're gonna get really close to making a dinosaur, and then at the last minute we're gonna juke and make a horse. That's an ideal option here. Slug-like complimentary. At my last job, there was one of the professors that I would help out a lot. This is my last job where I was an instructional technologist, which is that I helped professors teach their students how to make digital media, basically for projects. And there was one professor who was great and I was on great terms with, but whenever he saw me, he called me professor. And I was never sure if that's because he thought I had actually gotten my PhD and that was appropriate, or if it was like a fun nickname. I was fine with it either way. But it was one of those things where it was like, I was just never sure. He was so sad when I left because he was trying to launch a full, like, cinematic focus. And he really wanted me to teach classes. And I really wanted to teach those classes. But I had other things to do. I mean, yeah, this shit. Thank you, Lord Slime Apple. That's what I was going for. Working in a department, I knew people without PhDs that were still professors. You may still have counted. Yeah, that's fair. I would have been a professor if I'd stayed on, and that I would have taught classes. And I taught classes as a master's student, as is often the case. But I don't know. I always told people to call me an instructor because I felt weird saying I was a professor. Titles are weird and dumb. Here's this creature. I don't really know what I'm doing with the tail. I do think I liked it more when it was thick. And once again, instead of examining that aspect of my personality, I'm just going to lean into it and assume it's right. This is where, so that maybe this is a 2-part costume. Like old-timey horse costumes, whereas like the front is a person and then like their pet dog is in the back. They get a sword when they get a doctorate. What? I mean, I guess I could have just given myself a sword when I got my master's. I guess I could just give myself a sword now. But that's not as cool as your school giving you a sword. It's like a train on a wedding dress. Exactly. It's something you gotta drag behind you. And it's symbolic of something, maybe. Are wedding trains symbolic of anything, do you think? I assume everything wedding-wise is symbolic. Let's make this shapely. Yeah. All right. Okay, this is getting somewhere. I don't know where, but it's getting there. This creature leaves a trail of slime behind them. Yes. Okay. Yes. Here's Vaporize. Here's what I like about that. Is that it only ever acknowledges to be a human in there, but it does leave a trail of slime, and that raises a lot of questions about just what actually is under here. Maybe it leaves behind maybe this is a springtime folk creature, and it leaves behind like a beautiful trail of fertilizer, and it smells horrible. The costume smells horrible, so nobody wants to wear it year in, year out. And nobody's sure who does wear it. It's a mystery. How did you get so off? Hold on. There we go. Umbe, thank you for the gift subscriptions. Pardon me. The Creeping Terror. I don't think I've ever seen that. I think I want this tail to go up. Inexplicably. Thank you for the gift subs, Umbe, and congrats to, let me see, Dracarnius, a very cool username, and Torgo Saves for the gift subs. All There we go. It's got a little stinger. Okay. This is good. I really, for whatever reason, I'm loving this triangle shape. I don't know what about that is so pleasing to me. And I'm not going to question it. I just want to look at this thing and say, yeah, shapely. The scariest awkward budget rug monster? Oh, wait, okay, hold on. I'm going to open a new tab so I can look at this later. The creeping terror. Oh, and let me just, while I've got this open, let me drop this link in so that everybody who came in late gets to see this. This perfect creature. This perfect folk creature. Top 3 shapes. What are the other 2? I could guess, but I want to know. Okay. Have I ever considered doing sound alerts for your stream? I haven't really. I know some people do that on their streams. That might not be a bad idea. I'll have to think about that. Is that something people enjoy? I know it's easy to set up in Stream Lab. Wyatt Obijan, that's wild. What? Married basically naked for husband's insurance purposes. Sound alerts are very funny, personally. Sin just wants to be able to blast an air horn. I think I want Cinnamon to be able to blast an air horn, so I actually think that works out nicely. Have I heard about the Lou Carcola? I have not. Hold on, let me Google this. I have not heard of this. Streamlabs are terrible? What's bad about Streamlabs? I mean, I will say this. Every time I go to start up the Stream Live, Streamlabs does shut down. It just like breaks and I have to reopen it and relaunch. But OBS was doing the same thing to me and I don't know why either of them are doing it. But do you use Stream Elements? They stole a bunch of code. Okay, well that's probably why it's doing the same thing OBS was doing to me. It probably stole the broke-ass code. Stream Elements. Okay. I'll look into Stream Elements. Is that what you use? Is that pretty good? I'll have to check that out. Also, this Lou Carcol is incredible. What an incredible creature. I love that the French have a snail creature. And that it's this snail creature. I'm looking at one that's very furry, which is pretty alarming. I'm going to close that down. Streamlabs is literally built on OBS. I mean, that's true for a lot of software. But if you're saying they stole code, that's kind of that's a creature of a different creature. That's a creature of a different folk. This is a very good folk creature. Thank you for sharing it. Well, I'll look into it. I mean, because the end of the day is both OBS and Streamlabs. For whatever reason, when I hit go live, they shut down. I reopen it and it launch it and it works just fine. And that's not ideal though. It should just work. I shouldn't have to build in a minute ahead of going live, knowing that the software I'm going to use is spontaneously going to combust. I deserve better than that, gosh darn it. What if I put the arms to this thing really low? And then it's like those suits you see in like nuclear reactor sci-fi stuff, where it's just the arms at the very bottom. You know what I mean? I think that's the way that this is gonna go. It just feels right. I think what we're gonna end up here, this is my guess. I think what we're gonna end up here is like a Series 3 Doctor Who monster that looks like it has been made out of foil and carpet scraps. got all twisty. Oh, of course it did. Hold on. I do appreciate why you think they look like boobs. In fact, they might be a little high. Hold on. Is it funnier if they stick out a little? Like this way? I think that might be funnier. We can also give this thing boobs if we want to give it boobs. That's the thing about having power, is that you can give things boobs. That's the ultimate end goal of most power. In my experience. My personal experience. What a weird little mollusk. How many boobs and what kind? That's a great question. Did I just allow that? That ad quote was censored both times, and I allowed it to go through both times. That's not because I'm dumb this week, but it's not unrelated to the fact that I'm just dumb this week. Here, I'll make one do low and one do high. So it's kind of waving. Just a little bit so it looks like it's waving. These are not boobs. I feel like I shouldn't have to explain that. If we want to add boobs, we'll do it later. But these were born of titty, but they are not titty themselves. This is good. I like it because it really does lend some questions about what the arm is doing here. Because hypothetically, like neck here, shoulders here, arm here, arm here. What is this part? What is this section? It's a question and I don't know. They're getting far too identifiable. I'm trying so hard to make them not identifiable. The second elbow, exactly. Exactly. The mysterious second elbow. How many elbows and what kind? That's what I say when you're blending, you know? The important questions an artist has to ask themselves. I feel like having two elbows would be kind of a nightmare. The number of times I've elbowed people is a well-known fact. Partners of mine just have to get used to a lot of elbows flying as I gesticulate my way through my day. Muppet-like, my limbs flailing. Okay. All right. I like these little hands. I love them. They're very good. Can we make them more shapely? They do just keep drawing Sonic's asshole, huh? Just when I think we've made it through. Somehow there's another one just pops up. Hey, Ika. We're talking about Drawfee. To anybody in the chat, if you're not watching Drawfee's videos or their streams, I highly recommend them. They're all really good. And they're also lovely people. You should support them. Green tea, good you. Oh man, so many uses of the word asshole being allowed. What I like about the Drawfee people is that they're all very talented artists, and they only use that talent for evil. As well they should. They are looking quite phallic. No. I don't think a thing can look both like boobs and phallic. They've got thumbs on it. What kind of phalluses are you engaging with? They've got thumbs. Bumhole is also not allowed. Chad is getting rebuild tonight. What kind of boobs have thumbs, Jenna? I mean, I think if you have pronounced enough nipples, I'm gonna get banned from Twitch. Please don't let the mods know what's happening here. Okay. Well, I feel great about those hands. I might pull them down a little. I would love, in general, I would love if the proportions of this thing were just slightly uncanny. And that's a little uncanny. It could be slightly more uncanny. The thumbnail for the stream was concerning. It's better now that you're in it, though, right? It's doing a little wave. It's going, hi. Hello. Welcome to the festival. We've got punch. Come and join us. Come and hang out. We're not like that festival in Midsummer. This isn't a cult or anything. Just normal guy. In a normal outfit with normal height for my elbows. Yes. Excellent. Good creature. Slug Lady from Monsters Inc. I think I'm okay with that. He's gonna fucking punch you. No, he's soft. He's soft. This is a soft creature. It's made, you're pretty sure it's made of felt. That's how I feel. Like if you brush up against it, which unfortunately you are going to do, it's a very crowded village and their main street's pretty small. It does just feel like felt, and isn't that nice? Punches you platonically? Yeah, as opposed to an erotic punch? I mean, not that that doesn't happen, I'm sure. Okay. Right now, the head is giving me, like, if this were like a big head character of Fry from Futurama, that's what that silhouette is giving me. And I don't hate it. This guy slugs you. Yes. You hate the feel of felt? I hate the feel of velvet. And I guess the bad news for you is that I'm making this so I get to decide that it's made of, maybe it's not made of felt. What if it's made of corduroy? Is that eerie? I feel like if I saw one of those Wicker Man photos and the creature was of corduroy, that would be very unnerving in its own way. Like the bear? Is there a bear named Corduroy? There is a bear named Corduroy. But I feel like I was talking about the fabric. Is the bear corduroy made of corduroy? Leaves lines on your skin. I mean, we established already that this thing does leave a slime trail. So yeah, its outside is corduroy, but if you bump into it even a little bit, the whole thing wobbles. And it's pretty uncanny. It's pretty unsettling. You're not totally certain what this thing is made of. And I love it. A fur trim, yeah. Yeah, it can have fur trim. I love that. That can help mark out where the neck on this thing is. Made of aspic. One of these days I'm going to make an aspic. But it's not going to be soon. It's not going to be this year. But I like the idea of aspics. And I'm curious. What if you make an aspic and it's really good, though, is the thing. I don't know if there are any more food soapboxes I can get on top of emotionally. Oh, did I miss a cinnamon shakes? It made headlines. Incredible work in the chat tonight. Yuzu aspic. What a waste of yuzu. Aspic is fucking horrible and disgusting. What the fuck? No 50s RP is worth getting into aspic. Here's the thing, Peter, is I'm nasty. So sometimes I like nasty stuff. I'm okay with that. All right, maybe instead of a lump, maybe this is where the fur lining goes. Or counterpoint, why not both? There we go. That's it. Okay. I like this. I like that this is like a wire framework. Yuzu friendly! Cinnamon! I was initially really excited. I was like, I would like a link to your citrus website. Oh, this link. Oh, this Guardian image is really horrifying. It's so chunky. It's so chunky. Just to clear everybody's mind of that, let me drop another link in the chat. Look at Nicholas's link and then look at the link I dropped in. A palate cleanser, exactly. Yeah, that's true. The height of sophistication in 1952. That's true. Kind of makes you think, right? Like, what kind of bullshit do we like that's actually bad? That they're going to hate in a while. Terrible aspect ratio. Oh, I've done it. I've broken it. Hold on. This can't be. It's too early for me to have broken Blender sufficiently that... What? That I can't affect anything. What? No, Blender. You've just hidden. I know the mask is still there. You've just hidden the mask. And it's still affecting things, and that's why you won't let me do anything. No, Blender, we can't do this again. Blender, you can't do this to me. Blender. Blender. Blender, you can't do this to me. This is illegal what you're doing. You can't lock me out of my creation. You don't have the power to stop me, Blender. Oh, God. Okay, that's not helping anything. Okay, well, this is good to know. The head is so tiny. I am kind of making a Barney here. But this isn't helping. I need you to unmask. You know what I think it is? I think the shortcut to unmask has probably changed since I've updated Blender. Unmask. Shortcut. Okay. Alt-M will clear it. I did that. Are we good to go? Stop, Blender. There we go. All right, we're back in it, gang. We're back in it. Okay. I'm so dangerously close to giving this thing a pompadour. And the worst thing is I don't think anyone can stop me. You know what this guy is gonna have hair like? It's... And it is the lead character of Redline. Sweet JP. It's gonna look like Sweet JP from the acclaimed racing anime Redline, which is an incredible movie. If you guys haven't seen Redline, I cannot recommend it to you enough. I'm gonna click this ham and aspect link and I'm gonna regret it. Well, you know, that's actually not so bad. I bet it has a very satisfying wiggle. It looks like it would be a satisfying thing to wiggle. Is this too much? I mean, not too much. Nothing's too much on this show until I say it's too much. But I wanted to have more finesse. And the thing I really like about the weird incredible Alsace Wicker Man is just how pointed it gets. Oh no, Mark VD. It's a great tragedy. It just looks like a line to you, if even then. Oh. Okay. Okay, let's look at this thing. Oh God, I've opened a weird pop-up in my screen and I don't know how to stop it. There we go. One of the first versions of Aspic? Fish body horror? That sounds incredible. I love Sola. I love Sola so much. And I love all of the videos that she has done. That's true. No such thing as too much. But I wanted to have balance. You know, I wanted to have appeal. Appeal. I would love to see a fish aspect that has a skeleton in it. Oh, wow, this is pretty close, actually. And that just feels like an appropriate combination. Ooh, Simon Shakes is asking for good sci-fi fantasy Rex. I don't feel like I haven't read any. I feel like I didn't read much this year. I read a lot of nonfiction stuff because I always do. I don't read nearly enough fiction stuff. Although I did start reading an incredible manga series called Delicious in Dungeon. And it's so good. I love food manga. And that is fantasy. So if you have the taste for manga, it's very good. Do I ever model from 2D sketches? That's how I would approach balance and design, but I'm also not a 3D modeler. I don't ever really base on 2D sketches because I'm not a good artist. And so on the rare occasions in which I have sketched conceptually what I wanted the thing I was making to look like, it's been helpful in a way from like a design standpoint. But I'm just like not a competent enough artist to be able to create that sense of balance in my 2D art. Oh, by making the tail longer as well. I like that. Yeah, maybe there should be some symmetry in the chunky ass shape of the tail. Dungeon Meshi. It might be. I don't actually know what the actual Japanese title for it is. It had an American release, so I never had to learn what thing I needed to Google online to be able to find copies. I only know it as the English release, which was Delicious in Dungeons. But it's so fun. It's so creative. It's everything I was hoping it would be, but it has also like far exceeded my expectations. Dungeon Meshi is Delicious in Dungeons. Okay. Maybe the thing about this friend is that it's lumpy. And it's unclear what all the lumps are. But maybe the lumps are actually hives of things. I like this and I'm moving with it. I'm moving forward with this concept. Yeah, the lumps could be anything, but they are extra jiggly if you bump into them. Like, the whole thing is really jiggly, but the lumps are extra jiggly, and it is discerning. Lumps are where it stores its citrus fruit? Well, I love that. Oh, yeah, library ebooks are the best. Highly recommended them. I've been getting a lot of cookbooks as ebooks. And I really like it because I can go through and pick out the recipes that I like and do what I would normally do. Because normally when I get cookbooks, I like take pictures of the recipes I like and then transcribe them if I decide I really want to make them. But if I do it in an ebook, I can just screenshot it and then return it really quickly, and then somebody else gets to use it. I like that. 2 clam for jam, goodbye. 3 a.m., good night. Literally. Haha. Yeah, this is a citrus-based creature. I think this creature hands out citrus to all the good boys and girls and non-binary people. I don't know what do the bad kids get from this good citrus friend. Yeah. We should have just gone full Buddha's hand. This should have just been a full Buddha's hand stream. Bad kids get aspic. Yes. Yes, Ron, you did it. You cracked it. Good kids get citrus. Bad kids get aspic. Wow, this is a monster. I said we were creating a friend, but this is a monster. A monster can be a friend sometimes. That's very true. If you're lucky. Okay. All right. That's good. The legs are getting precariously close to being Gumby adjacent. Let me pull out a little feet area. Little feet nub. This costume comes with like those little booties, those little foot covers. If you ever get like a Spirit's Halloween costume and they have those shitty little boot covers, that's what these are. He's grown up against the wall like a vine until he's ready to detach. I love that. Every year at the end of the festival, they put this creature back on the vine for it to fill back up with citrus and aspic. What a horrible image. I mean, Maya Joy loves, we definitely can. I'm extremely far behind with putting these files up on my Thingiverse, but I do have a Thingiverse where past blends can be downloaded and done with whatever you want. People have 3D printed a bunch of them, and that's extremely cool in my opinion. A custom aspic mold of this thing. That would be some shit. I don't even know. It is my dream someday to learn how to 3D print. And then maybe do like a limited run. Sell like a limited run option of some of my favorite blends. I think that would be very cool. But I'm not quite there yet. That was my plan, and I just haven't gotten access to doing 3D printing stuff yet. Okay. This became more Gumby than I had initially intended. In fact, I'm going to Google Gumby real quick to make sure we're not in copyright territory. Ooh, no, we're fine. I don't think we're in Gumbyville. I think we're good. Yeah, Gumby's flat and this thing's lumpy. We're good. To print a Venus. I mean, Venus would be my number one that I would want to print. And in fact, if anything would make a good aspect, the Venus de Milo would make an amazing aspect. Because it's so wibbly. And you just make it with that thick butt and you go, and it goes wiggle, 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 wiggle. I did try to 3D animate that wiggle in Blender, but my computer is not strong enough for that ass. And that's the truth. Like, my computer just could not. It just could not deal with animating such a thing. It's a real shame. It just couldn't do it. Reto apologizing first. Interesting, Captain Oblivion. I don't even know what that word means, which is probably a bad sign. Process of taking a high resolution mesh and recreating it in basic shapes, only at a lower resolution. Okay. That's probably what I didn't do. That's probably what I failed to do. There is too many pixels. There was too much topography, and my computer just could not deal with it. I mean, to put a fine point on it, my computer was not ready for that jelly. It was too bootylicious. Okay, how do we feel about this shape? Is there, before I start finessing, I really like this part. This part feels a little empty. Let me think about what we can do. Maybe just a lump. I don't know why I'm overthinking this. I should just add a lump there. Thank you for clipping that, Nicholas JT. I'll just open that and save that for later. Oh, Queerman. With like the, I love when kitties do that. Yeah, I decided to make it lumpy. It simply needed more places to put its oranges and aspics. I don't know what to tell you. Yes, Nicholas, exactly. I do not think she's dead, though. That's the good news. This is precariously close to being a Dark Souls enemy. One that's really slow moving and you don't really have to worry about it, but then you get cocky and it catches up to you once and does like a slam hit that takes away like half your health. Staying until you doze off. Do you want me to talk softly to Clamford Jam, gently, so I can lull you off to sleep? That's usually not the energy that these streams have. They're a little frenetic and a little weird. Swamp Slog mini boss. Yeah, it does have that vibe. This would be in like the poison section where the ground is poison and you're like, this is fucking annoying and I don't want to be here. Lumpy Aspect Slug ASMR. All right, well, that's what I'm going to upload this video to YouTube as. Do we have a name for this lad yet? No, cinnamon shakes. I don't believe we do. So, if you have any ideas, I'm into it. Avant-garde sex toy. I love that. I mean, I feel like that could describe so many of the things that we make, but I think you're right. It's the sort of thing like you'd see in the store and you'd like turn over a few times to be like, what, in what orifice and what end of this goes where? Is this a twofer? Is this a two-person toy? For art or for fun is a great question. Yeah, okay, we're getting there. Not for indoor or outdoor use. Not for external or internal use. The arms were a bit closer together. It's pretty much a bunny. Wait. I don't think that's accurate, but now I'm double guessing what bunnies look like. It's been so long since I've seen one. Yeah, it's a puzzle box sex toy. Welcome to my off-brand Hellraiser stream. In this one, the puzzle box and the sex toy are the same thing. It was to cut down on expenses for filming this. Do make sure you sanitize it in between scenes. Oh, like toy brand bunny. I understand what you're saying. Like a rabbit. Yeah. Like a rabbit vibrator. I see what you're saying. Not like a bunny. I thought you were making a joke. Rabbits in bed. This is chat. You're taking a sinister turn towards the dark side. I want these lumps to have a certain organic quality. I want the lumps to feel like they might just be part of the topography of this creature. But then when you look closer, it's like, no, actually, I don't think that's right. I don't know what this thing is supposed to look like, but I think that's not it. Mugen Rafai, thank you for re-upping your subscription. Is this a bird? No. No, and it never was. It was never going to be, and now it never will be. Is Bad Dragon hiring for modelers? I feel like that's got to be the dream, right? Getting to model. You know what? I take that back. I'm flashing back over everything I know about Bad Dragon and thinking that the kind of research you would have to do for that job would take you to the worst, darkest places of the internet. I'm not ready for that. I'm still young. I still have life to live. Post-bird futurism. Yeah, Obi-Jan, I was just thinking that I feel like I've heard bad things about Bad Dragon, but I can't remember anything substantive. I just seem to remember a while back there being rumors. And I never followed up on them because I don't actually patronize them as a company. So I was like, well, if they're bad, that's not great, but I don't have to change anything about my spending habits for that. Oh, really transphobic? What the fuck? What? Why would you be a sex toy company and be that way? That's crazy to me. Well, I'll have to, maybe I'll Google them and see what they're up to. That's like wild. I'll have to look into that. Maybe that was just like, I don't know. Like, why? I don't know. Just like, don't be. That's my motto for 2022. Just don't be. And you have to figure out what that means for each context, but you probably get it. Yeah, exactly. Mara Joy Loves. It's like, what? Who is your audience? What are we doing here? Okay. Okay. That's a shapely creature. Are we... I'm trying to decide if I want to get rid of the thumbs. I like the thumbs, but they almost make it too... They're almost too possible. I kind of... Oh god. Oh god. Oh god. Oh god. Oh god. Oh no, I've done it again. I think this happened at the last Blender stream. I just vaporized parts of it. Okay. Okay, we're here. Okay, we're back. I don't know why it keeps doing that. I mean, it's probably my fault. Does this have bones, Mechtel? That's a great question. There are probably bones around there. There are probably bones in it. I don't know if there's anything you could call a skeleton, but I think there's probably bones, yeah. If I considered more thumbs, I hadn't. But I don't see why there couldn't be. Hold on, let me see what another thumb would look like. It should probably either be more thumbs. Are they its bones? Some of them. I mean, its is just possessive, so like if you... Uh-oh. Okay, no, it's letting me do it. Okay. For a moment, I thought it locked me out again. I mean, if you own some bones, those are your bones, right? You know what I mean? Am I right? Okay, now it does look like a hand puppet. It kind of looks like a hand puppet. I don't hate it. I don't hate it, but it does ask raise other questions. In fact, I have a potential here. I'm gonna expand on this, and then now I'm gonna. If we don't like it, I'll just get rid of the thumbs entirely. Because what if this thing has a hand puppet of itself? Is that too South Parky? Isn't there a character on South Park that always has a hand puppet? A hand puppet of itself. Yeah, you did call it. Translucent like Jello. That's a great question. Cinnamon shakes. I think that's doable. That does involve me doing something skeletal. But I think that would be both doable and worth it. Let me think about how to do that. Yeah, I'm thinking like a slime, like a dungeon slime kind of energy. Oh, God. This is far from the first time we've done some sort of recursive bullshit. Which I appreciate as a fun reoccurring theme on this show. The theme being, what if a thing was itself over and over again, I guess. That's good. Okay, I like that a lot. I'm going to get rid of this other thumb, though. Doesn't need it. It's got two thumbs on that one hand. What would it need this thumb for? Just a mitt. Hey, you know what I'm going to do after I get done with the stream? I'm going to watch the second Tim Burton's Mr. Batman. The second Tim Burton Mr. Batman movie. That's what I'm going to do with my evening. I'm very excited about that. I just decided. Shapely. Yeah, shapely. Batman Returns is great. They're both great. The Tim Burton Batman movies are really good. Yeah, Tim Burton Mr. Batman. Tim Burton Mr. Batman movies. He made two Mr. Batman movies. There was the one that didn't have Christopher Walken in it, and then there was the one that did have Christopher Walken in it. Well, I'm trying to be respectful of Captain Oblivion. I'm not on a first name basis with Batman. Those movies are so fucking weird, and they go for it so hard. And when I think about the Batman that we've been forced to live with, it makes me furious. Or what any of the Penguin's 3 insane plans are. I know one of his plans was to kidnap the babies of all the rich people in town. And he throws the party so all the rich people go and hang out with the other rich people, and the babies are exposed. I don't remember the rest, though. Here's what I remember. Michelle Pfeiffer's Catwoman. End of list. All right, let me think about how to make this thing translucent. Yeah, it's Danny DeVito Penguin. Those movies are so good. They take place in a perpetual Christmas winter Gotham, which I love. And they are, I mean, they're just really good. I don't think the Robert Pattinson movie has happened yet. I don't think it's already come out. Oh my god. Sifu looks like an amazing game. I was not expecting that woman or her good energy or her good fashion. It's just really good. It's a good character. And I liked seeing her hit Pat's character a lot. She was just so startling and so powerful. I like her suspenders. I liked her platform shoes. I hope she's in more of the game than just that, but we'll see. I'm really excited for whatever Sifu is. That game looks good as hell. Yeah, we played Halo at the beginning, and you can tell, I think you can tell Pat and I are both very tired during the Halo section. We were just kind of trying to do it and trying to be entertaining so bad. And then we switched to Sifu, and it was just like, this is good. The game looks good. I'm really excited to play it. I vaguely remember hearing some stuff about it. Probably from Pat. Not Texture Paint. I don't want that one. I want... Oh, which one of you do I want? Shading. There we go. Sifu is not out. It's not out yet. It won't be out until, I think, February. But they sent out demos for press people, which is what we are. We went to sleep because it was like 7 a.m. Well, that's fair. That's very reasonable. I mean, Pat did successfully sell me on Dragon's Dogma, so I gotta give that to it. All right, I've got to remember how to make translucent things. Let's start an Eevee. And let's duplicate you. Everything, Everywhere, All at Once? Oh, is that the new Michelle Yeoh flick? The A24 alternate reality flick? Oh, because that looks good as hell. That looks so good. I'm so perplexed that it's an A24 movie. I don't even know what that energy is going to be. But she looks so good in it. I like the part at the beginning where they have to try to make her look frumpy. So they like frizz out her hair and they put her in a vest. But she's still Michelle Yeoh. So it's like, we know. You can try to make her look frumpy, but we all know who it is. It looks so good. I can't wait for it. I just love all of the flashes. Like there is a flash of like some cartoon universe. The Wuxia universe I'm very excited about. The one shot where she is dressed like a chef and she is like ratatouilleing somebody. She has like a fistfuls of another chef's hair and she's riding him. What the fuck could this movie be? I'm really excited. It looks dope as hell. John dies at the end energy. Yeah, it looks frenetic. I'm really excited. Okay. I hope it's good. Okay, so in order to get something that's see-through, if I remember correctly, getting in this thing to be see-through might have to be something I do after. Let's smooth it out first of all and give it a good color. Maybe a little green color for the aspic vibes. Yeah, Ron, it sounds great. I never did watch that Daniel Radcliffe corpse fart movie. Um if it's good, somebody should tell me so I watch it. So emission is light, which is not quite what we want, although I do like the idea of something that glows. Is it transmission that I want? I think so. Let me Google how to make something translucent real quick. Oh, is there a transparency panel? This is an old this is an old walkthrough. This is not going to be beneficial. Weird and goofy, self-reflexive, and kind of sad. Okay, interesting. Is worth it? Okay, I'll put that on my list. I think the only thing I heard about it is that a corpse farts in it a lot, and I'm like, okay, that's fine. Okay. Well, I'm not gonna. This. Tell me how to do it in Engine Internet. Oh, okay. Hold on. I think I found it. Oh, there was a translucent option and a transparent option. Well, I don't see why we shouldn't play with both. What's going to happen? Oh, okay. We've got kind of a gooey little friend. Is this going to work in Eevee too? No, nothing works in Eevee. All right, that's very slightly translucent. What happens, or transparent? What happens if I do translucent? Is that going to be more? That's less? That doesn't make sense, although it does have a cool, I do like the texture on it. Oh, there we go. Okay, there we go. So if you're wondering why this looks so fuzzy, it's because I'm using Cycles, which is a different render engine, and it takes a lot more power and energy as my understanding of it. It just takes more computing power. So what you're seeing is it like rendering in real time, and which is why I almost never use Cycles when I'm doing streams like this. I guess if I made this a face, that would be pretty good energy. I mean, oh, the shininess is good. I like the shininess. All right, we'll go back to this for a little bit. I like the idea. I am gonna spend a little bit of time making this head look like a real face. Just a little bit. I think that'll help. Somehow so uncanny. I don't. It's somehow so extra weird. Why did that do it? Oh no. There's just something so uncanny about the smooth, empty vagueness of the rest of its body. And then just the human faceness of the human face. That I really, to clarify, really like. What if I made the face part of the face really small so it's clear that there's a lot of head space that is not where the face is at? Hold on. It'll become clear what I mean in a moment. What a horrible little face. Good. Yeah. Yes. Yeah. This is good. What I'm doing here is good and right, and I'm right to do it. He's got a little Daruma face. I genuinely can't explain why this brings me so much pleasure. I guess it should be pulled down so you can't tell he doesn't have a mouth. A horrible little face. Hold on, I've got an idea. I'm gonna make the window shorter but wider. I love this egg. I love this egg. Oh, goodness. Okay. Yeah. George Takei voice. Big George Takei voice energy. Yes. I hope George Takei is having a good night tonight, wherever he's at. No cinnamon shakes. No. Please don't curse my perfect son with a statement like that. Yeah, when he had the middle part pulled up, it looked like right? Yeah, it definitely has that. Like it's pulling a prank energy. I do like the prank energy. Wait, how is this gonna look when it's all translucent? I forgot that I made this translucent. Marshall? Marshall is a good name. Sentient egg and aspic. Oh god, hold on. I have to give this texture. I need to give this texture. Marshall the Slime Rascal is pretty good. It's a pretty good name. This is a rascal. I think we can all agree. This is definitely a rascal. Oh man, he's beautiful. I do have to do one thing real quick. Oh, I guess I need to figure out what the eyes are gonna be, huh? What are we gonna do about the eyes? Should they just be normal human eyes? There's something I think very funny about that. The idea that this creature got the eyes right, but then fucked up the face so bad. That's pretty good. Oh. I mean, that's good. Oh, I love that. Cinnamon shakes, yeah. A magic 8-ball face. Shake it and the face rolls around to a different expression. I love that. Oh, man. Wow. I can't wait to try to render this in any way that looks okay. Making it jelly was inspired, Cinnamon. Oh man, somehow it has a weird indent kind of where the mouth is, and I don't think I did that. I don't know what's causing that. This is kind of horrible. Oh. Oh god, did I lose the eyes? Where'd the eyes go? Did the eyes just not come with me at all? No, the eyes are there. What's going on with you? God. For some reason this one has much more trapped energy. I don't even know why. That one's really small. That one's an Easter egg for people who are actually in the chat. Hey Dwarven Cleric, thank you for re-upping your subscription. We unlocked some very cute otter emotes earlier. I also don't know why this one is why the fleshiness of this one is so much more distressing. I don't totally know what's happening there. Is it too much subsurface? If I back off, are you going to be better? Okay. Subsurface is it's a weird factor. So it does some weird things when you scale. Okay. Phew. I guess here's a real question. Worked for the company that did night mails, Verge. That's cool. Does this thing need bones? Or oranges? I mean, it sort of is aspic itself. It does feel like it needs maybe bones floating in it. I might download some bones. Oh, Mara Joy Loves, have a good night. The stream's almost over, so you're not going to be missing anything. I think I've got to put bones in this, but I think I'm going to do that on my own time. I think I'm going to look up some free bones on the internet that I could download. I would download a bone, absolutely, Theopho. I absolutely would download a bone. Would and am going to. I'm going to put on Batman Returns, and I'm going to Google free Blender bones, and I'm going to just cram them in here, and then I'm going to export this and put it on my Twitter. And I'm going to do the thing that I always forget to do, which is activate my tweet thing so that I have the hashtags pre-filled in when I go to tweet it. I always forget that I can do this, and that is very handy for me. I'll just keep that. That's just for me. God, okay. I love this creature more than I thought I could. We sort of got off. I'm realizing now we sort of got off. It's very much based on folk creatures, but not itself a folk creature. That's fine. It's still incredible. And I think if you were in a rural village and you saw this slurping down the main street, you would say that's a folk creature. For sure. I'm going to Photoshop this into some midsummer pictures, some screenshots. And I feel great about it. Yeah, it's folklore, but for 1950s dinner parties. Nicholas, thank you. Yes, that's exactly it. That's exactly what this creature is. It's perfect. Oh my God, it's bees. That's the second time. Did you tweet at me something about buttering jorts? I only barely know what that is because I don't always engage with internet stuff. You did. Okay. I saw that and I was like, does that have to do with jorts? The cat thing? You're still laughing about it. Good. Good. Okay, well, this is a perfect creature. And I'm so pleased with how it turned out. And I can't wait to stick some bones in there and export it to the internet with some really good close-ups of this really good creature. I think that's it for the stream. I think this has to be it for the stream. God, is there anybody for me to raid? I don't have an easy built-in raid option right now. I don't know if anybody I think should be rated as streaming right now. Oh God, so many people are streaming right now. Sometimes I get decision paralysis with this sort of thing, which I have right now. We're not going to raid anybody. Have a good weekend. I'll see you all Sunday for more Sable. We're going to play more of that fun, good, chill game. And then I'll see you guys Sunday. I think that's just it. That's how I end the stream. Okay, goodbye, everybody.